Hi guys, it's Ron the Movie Guy here with you again, and I'm about to do a movie review, which has been some time for me. I'm glad I finally get to go, and what better way to start my movie reviews again than with one of the best westerns ever made, The Searchers. So, if you want to talk about one of the greatest westerns ever made, you have to talk about The Searchers. It's directed by the legendary John Ford and starring John Wayne. This 1956 classic is much more than a cowboy movie. It's a story about obsession, revenge, racism, loneliness, and ultimately the possibility of redemption. John Wayne plays Ethan Edwards, a Civil War veteran who returns to Texas after being years away. But shortly after he arrives, tragedy strikes. His brother's family is attacked, and Ethan's young niece, Debbie, is kidnapped. Ethan sets out on a years long search to find her, accompanied by her adopted brother Martin, played by Jeffrey Hunter. And this is where the movie gets complicated. Ethan is not your typical heroic John Wayne character. He's angry, bitter, and consumed by hatred. His search for Debbie slowly becomes an obsession, and you're never completely sure whether he wants to rescue her or destroy her. That's what makes Wayne's performance so fascinating. He plays Ethan with this tough exterior, but underneath it, there's a deeply wounded man who doesn't know how to let go of the past. And then there's John Ford's direction. The landscapes are absolutely breathtaking. Those Monument Valley vistas, the enormous skies, the riders silhouetted against the horizon. Ford makes the American West look almost mythological. There are images in this movie that have become part of the visual language of cinema. But beneath all that beauty is something much darker. The Searchers doesn't ask us to simply admire Ethan. It forces us to confront his hatred and prejudice. There's one reason the movie has remained so fascinating and so debated for generations. And that famous ending, Ethan finally brings Debbie home, but instead of joining the family, he turns and walks away alone. That final image tells you everything. He spent years searching for someone else, only to discover he doesn't really have a place in the world he's fighting to return to. So if you've never seen it, The Searchers, if you've never seen The Searchers, that is, don't expect a simple good guy versus bad guy Western. It's much darker, stranger, and far more psychologically complicated than that. It's John Wayne in one of the most memorable performances, John Ford at the height of his powers, and a movie that still gives you plenty to think about long after the credits roll. This to me is not just a western, but a cinematic giant, an epic. I give it a thumbs up, of course. Guys, until the next time, Ron the Movie Guy, over and out.